Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be telling you how to make a player model for your Gtag fan game. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and install Blender. If you don't have it, this won't work. So go to the link in the description and you'll find a link for Blender. Just download it and you'll be good to go. So once you open up Blender, it's going to look like this. So basically, just drag it out like this and just delete it. And also, if you're wondering how to move around, select the middle button on your mouse and move around like this. Okay, so once you're here, you're going to click Shift A, go to Mesh, Cube, and you'll have a cube here. And what you're going to do is you're going to click Control 2 on your keyboard to subdivide it like this. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go up to your edit mode, and it'll still look like a square. That's good. So what you're going to do, select the bottom face and extrude, click E to extrude, and Z to move it on the Z axis. Now you have this, and extrude it until you have this nice bean shape. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go out of edit mode. You're going to go to modifiers. You're going to click apply. Now that you have this, you're going to duplicate it using Shift D. You're going to rotate it like that, and you're going to go scale it in a bit like that, and move it out a bit. And what you're going to do is scale it to your liking. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, you can do whatever you want. And yeah, I like that. So next you're going to click Shift D again to duplicate it again, and you're going to move it out like that. You're going to right click, go to mirror, and flip on X global, and then do that. Then you're gonna duplicate. You're gonna use Shift D once again to duplicate this, and just put it on the other side. And you can already see it kind of taking shape. Next, what you're gonna do is add another cube, and Control 2 again, and apply. And this will be our head. I'm gonna model my head to my liking. So basically how I do it, so I find this here, the bottom half of the front area, you're gonna extrude it out of it, and then you're gonna scale it in a bit like that. And what you can do is you can take these faces and scale them in so that they go flat. You're gonna move it back, and that's the head shape. If you want, you can add another modifier to it to make it smoother, but for me personally, I don't want to do that. Now next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up here to the hierarchy, and you're gonna hide everything. So you're gonna add another cube, and you're gonna go to edit mode up here, and you're gonna grab the two faces on the sides. You're gonna go to the Y view. You're gonna right click, extrude along normals. Hold down Control to fill it to these two squares on the group. And now you're gonna select the three front faces. You're gonna go to the X view and scale it out to like that, and do it again. Remember, E to extrude when you're doing this. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna deselect the middle face so that you only are selecting these two faces. And you're gonna go to the Z view, and you're gonna extrude out by one square, two squares, three squares. For the thumb, you're gonna do this pretty much the same thing we just did, one, but instead we're gonna stop here. We're gonna turn it by 15 degrees. So just turn it and go down here to rotate and make it -15. Then you're gonna extrude it once again, E to extrude, and you're gonna turn it 15 degrees again. Like that. And now we're gonna add one more, but if you want, you don't have to turn this one. But I personally will, because I think it looks better. So next, what you're gonna wanna do, select the end faces of all your fingers, and then go to the X view, and just remember to hold control while you're doing this, and move it down by And next what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to rotate, deselect the thumb, you're gonna go to rotate it 15 degrees. You're gonna do the same thing for the thumb, but this one's a little more complicated. What you're gonna do is you're gonna select in between the red and green lines, you're gonna move it like that, adjust it if you need to, and I personally think that's close enough. So next what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold Alt and select this middle face here, so that you select this whole ring around here. You're gonna go to you're gonna scale, and you're gonna scale it in, and so that there's just barely a gap. Next what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the Y view once again, and you're gonna move it up just a bit. This makes it look more realistic. But also you're probably wondering, Chucky, we have a very square hand here. And don't worry, we're gonna fix that with our good old handy subdivision modifier. So Control 2, and boom, that is your hand. I just taught you how to model a hand, be grateful. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up to your hierarchy and unhide everything. Your hand's gonna look very big. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate it, and you're gonna rotate it like that so that's facing like this. Then you're gonna scale it down using S to scale, or you can just use the scale tool, it doesn't matter. And you're gonna move it to the end of your arm. Simple. And remember to apply your modifier or else it will look weird. Next what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up here to add modifier, and you're gonna find the mirror modifier. Next you're gonna go to mirror object and select the body. And now your hand is automatically mirrored to the other side. You're gonna apply that. Remember to do that, it's very important that you do that. And you're gonna just select all of this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now, if you want ears for the head, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna add another cube. You're gonna put it right where the head is. And then you're gonna just scale it a bit. You're gonna scale it so that it's kind of thin. And you're gonna do this so that they look like blocky ears. Gonna scale them a bit there. And then Control 2. And if it goes into your head, that's okay. Just scale it out a bit more. You can make it a bit taller if you need to. And yeah, those are your ears. I know I'm the goat, I'm sorry. Now, if you want, you don't have to do this, but you can add a tail. So what you're gonna do, add a cube. You're gonna go into edit. You're gonna select your cube, go to edit mode, and you're gonna go to his little tiny dot vertices. You're gonna click. Once you have all your vertices selected, you're gonna go to click M and merge at center. Then you're gonna hit this little vertice on the edge, like the backside, the butt. So you're gonna extrude it into a shape you want for your tail. In my case, just be a little curve, nothing too crazy. And then you're gonna go to add modifier, and you're gonna find a skin modifier. Now don't worry, it's going to look very thick. What you're gonna do, go back to edit mode, Control L to select all your vertices, and Control A to scale your vertices, like this. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna add you're gonna add another subdivision modifier, and now you have a more tail looking. If you want, you can go back and use Control A to scale. And that's a pretty good looking tail if you ask me. Wow, I like your tail. I'm sorry. So, now that you have your tail, you're gonna select everything. So you can either do this, or you can go up to your hierarchy. You can go select this with shift and boom. Now you're gonna right click and join. And now if everything's not in the center for you, like say the axis is at the hand, what you're gonna do is gonna right click, set origin, center mass surface. And boom, now it's centered. And what we're gonna do is honestly the hardest part, rigging. Yeah, stop. I'm sorry. We have to rig. It's just how the world is. So you're gonna go up to armature, single bone, and you're gonna hit not see anything. So you're gonna go over here to the little stick figure, and okay, viewport display, and in front. There, now you can see it. I'm gonna move it down to the bottom of the character, go to edit mode, and select this tip of the bone. And you're gonna move it along the Z-axis, so about up to here. Then you're gonna click E to extrude, Z to move it perfectly up, and make a small little neck bone. Then you're gonna add one for the head, and now you're gonna hit add a shoulder bone. Doesn't have to look too good. It's not really gonna do anything. And you're gonna go EX and scale it where your arm is, but don't put the bone right here in the joint. Put it here, and then extrude it out more. Trust me, it looks bad in game if you just put it directly on the joint. Next, what you're gonna do, the most complicated part of rigging, fingers. So you're gonna make a tiny little wrist bone using EX to extrude out again. And I like to start with the index finger. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just simply move it out like this. Only E to extrude it out. And it doesn't have to be too perfect, but you have to make sure there's 3 bones, because 1, real fingers only have 3 bones. 2, it's a lot easier to make finger animations. So do the same thing for this. Simple. Now the thumb. So make another bone that leads out to the thumb. And now you're gonna extrude, extrude, extrude. Now, thumbs actually only have 2 joints in real life, but it makes it a lot easier when you're making finger animations if you give it 3 bones. There, now you've done finger bones. But don't make the other half. What you're gonna do is you're gonna select all of these. If you want, you can name them so by selecting each bone and F2, and then name it what you want. And I'll go ahead and do that. I don't personally name the finger bones because, it's just hard. It's just easier if you don't. So now what you're gonna do, select all your bones, and you're gonna right click, and you're gonna click names, auto name left right. And for the monkey, this is the right side. So if these all have these .r next to the name, good. But if it has a .l, what you're gonna do, right click again and flip the names. But for me, it's fine. So next, what you're gonna do is click symmetrize, and it will automatically make the bones for you. Wow, wee zowie. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go out of edit mode, and you're going to select the body, then the bones, using shift, control P, and select with automatic weights. So now if you move your rig, like go into pose mode and select one of the bones to move, your body will move with it. Congratulations, you have just rigged your first character. Unless you've already rigged before, then whatever. So now I want to add textures to my monkey. So what I'm going to do, making textures is a whole other video, but for now I'm just going to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the materials tab, click new. Oh, make sure you go up to here to viewport so you can see your textures. I forgot to mention, go right click and click shade smooth, say your monkey is smooth. Unless you don't want that, which, I do, but whatever, I don't really care. So, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down here to this yellow dot next to base color and click image texture. You're gonna click open and find your image texture. So now once you have your image texture, it's most likely going to look very wonky. So you're going to go up to edit mode, and you're going to click Control L to select everything. If it didn't select everything on a certain area, click one face on there using shift, and click Control L, and then it will select everything. So do that for the tail. And now everything's selected. Now what you're going to do, right click, and go to Unwrap Faces, Smart UV Project, click OK, and now your texture is fixed. If you want, you can go up here to UV Editing, and make sure this is on, and you can select everything here, and make it bigger so that the texture is smaller and you get more detail. Next, what you're gonna do, if you want, you can get a different texture for her on the belly, but I don't want to do that here because this is just a tutorial. But if you are gonna do that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up here to the plus and click add material slot. You're gonna click new. Now you have her next material. What you're gonna do with this material, once again, go down to base color, image texture, and you're gonna find your image texture. So now that you have your image texture, you notice it's not going to appear anywhere on the body. So you're going to go up here to edit mode. Instead of selecting every face, you're going to select the area that you want this to be in. And you're going to click assign. Now that specific area has that specific texture. You can't see it from me, but you get the idea. So next, what I'm going to do. So next what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add one more material. And once again, image texture, and you're gonna get your face texture. I just got this goofy monkey face. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up to UV editing. You're gonna go to edit mode, and you're gonna pick the area where your face will be. Next, you're gonna go to your material with your face and click assign. Obviously, it's gonna look bad. So you're gonna go up here to UV editing, and we're gonna make it look not bad. So we're gonna hit select, make sure that it's the image, and you're gonna go down here and realign the face with everything. For me, I just gotta figure out where everything is. So 1 second. If you can't figure out where everything is, click unwrap and I'll reset it. So for me, I just have to rotate it a bit and fix it around where the face is. So I'm gonna just do that real quick. You do the same thing for your model if you need to. Now, once you've done this, you're going to go back to layout, and wowie zowie, now you have your face texture, which pretty much means your player model is done. So if you want to export it, you're going to go up here to File, Export, and export it as an FBX. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to just name mine Monkey. And you can go into Unity and import it for your game. I hope this tutorial helped you with your player modeling. Good luck with your game. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking the video and maybe even subscribing. It really helps out this channel, and it would mean the world to me if you subscribe. Alright, that's been me. Goodbye. I hope your player model's good.